sometimes you just have to live with the limitations you get on console. And on console, especially on my PlayStation 4 here, the game crashes. And I knew that was going to be an issue. Hey, what's going on, Herbie? Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, my PlayStation 4, I knew it was a gamble when I quit to the main menu and loaded back in. I knew it was a gamble, and I thought the game might crash when it came back into it, and it loaded, but I made the mistake of trying to change the time of day too early, and the game just was not ready for it, and it decided to crash. But we're still set up to be able to try and do the rock climb over the archway here, and we'll see if I can get over it. And if not, I got the other scout vehicles set up on the other side, and we'll try it out. But we're in Risky's HADES TTC here on TnB Trails. I just had to relaunch my stream since it crashed. And yeah, we'll continue the fun and see if I can get over this archway without falling. And if anyone's joining back in from the stream that crashed, you guys know I'm having some issues, or just not exactly best friends with this HADES TTC yet, having the rear wheel steering and the lack of grip on the tires. But we'll see how far we can get with it. And that's already a really bad start. Hey, welcome back, Pixel Monkey. I appreciate you hanging out, man. This part is going to be exceptionally difficult for this scout vehicle, considering it has almost no grip on rock walls at all. But we'll see if I can get over it. Alright, hey, alright, okay. That was a little better than I expected. But this is where it actually starts to get really tricky up here. Because you get over this next knuckle, but then there's a couple drop-offs, and when you're starting to go down on the other side, it gets really tricky and you can mess it up pretty easily. So we'll see if I can get over this next part here. See, it just slides. It just slides for no reason. Ah, man, I'm starting to really not enjoy this scout vehicle at all. It just slides to the side for no reason. I think part of it has to do with the four-wheel steering, because once the wheels like start to turn, it like pushes the vehicle a certain way. It's so dumb. Like, for as beautiful as this thing is, I think Riskies would really, really benefit by having a second version of it that does not have the four-wheel steering. Because honestly, in my opinion, the four-wheel steering ruins this vehicle. Like, it's useful occasionally, but for the most part, it actually is a hindrance and makes the vehicle just slide around in super stupid ways. I don't like it at all. It's beautiful, but it makes the game so much more frustrating than it needs to be. We'll try it with a TTC 166 just for fun. See if this thing can do it. Hey, welcome back, Raw Expedition. My PlayStation 4 shit the bed and blue screened on me, and I knew that was a risk when I was setting it up, but oh well. It is what it is. realistically, I never should have backed out to the main menu and then loaded back in, because that's always a gamble with these kind of mods activated. But it is what it is. I'm so used to it on my PlayStation. It happens all the time. With this game, at least. Go. Alright. What the fuck? Whatever. This is why I bring a bunch of different scouts out. I guess I just had to go with Old Faithful. This will be the third attempt, and if I can't do it on this one, I'll just move to another section on the map, because I do have some other vehicles set up in other areas to do other trail riding. And we'll just go from there. Man, I just love this mod from Invalid Redneck, the FD69 TTC. I say that as I get myself into a shitty situation, but that's just this map. Angles are so aggressive sometimes that you just get yourself into situations you don't mean to, but it's because the terrain is so technical. And I'm going way faster than I probably should be going, just because I want to get through this. Because I just want to do the archway and then move on to another spot. But I need to still remember to take my time and not get ahead of myself. Because you make one mistake on this map and you flip over, you fall off a cliff, and then you gotta fully reset. but I'm gonna get over this arch. If any vehicle I have activated right now is gonna do it, it's this one. Yeah, Red's Bronco is a beast. Hey Christian, thanks for sharing the link there, buddy. Appreciate you hanging out. I really hope your map gets approved next week, man. I have a feeling next week is going to be a big week for new mods getting released on console. We should get a whole bunch next week. They got back from vacation this week and had a little bit of a lackluster release week this week, but we should get a whole bunch of new ones next week and the weeks to come. We have like 40 plus mods waiting for approval on console currently, so there's plenty more on the way. It's just taking a little bit of time for them to approve them. The developers were on vacation, quote unquote, from the end of December through January 10th. So there was a bit of a delay getting new mods then, but they're back from vacation now, and the next few weeks we should see a whole bunch of new mods get released to console, and just keep the fun train rolling. But this part is so tricky right here. When you go after it, you really just have to commit to it and hope for the best. Ah, fuck. See, and you really don't want to stay to the right there. You want to be more, or you don't want to stay to the left, I should say. Like, I made the mistake. You need to stay to the right. And that section is really easy to do, but for whatever reason, I turned the wheel to the left, and then I just threw myself off the cliff. I'm gonna try one more time. Since I landed on all four. I want to do this arch so bad. It's so fun when you're able to do it. It's so satisfying. But it is difficult. Hey, what's up, Scrag? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate the kind words. I'm putting myself through some torture here on TnB trails. I had the stream going for another, I think it was like an hour and a half already, but then it crashed on me. And then I had to reload in. But just having some fun here with some crawlers on TnB trails and trying not to roll over too much. I'm just trying to bully my way through these sections. I'm driving like an idiot. Alright, here we go, back up, and I'm going to try one more time, and if I do mess up this time, I'm going to move to a different trail section, because I have some other vehicles already pre-laid out on the map. I'm going to take a moment to collect myself, hit the marijuana, and we're going to get this done. Alright. Alright. So here we are again. We're gonna get this done. This archway here on TnB trails is so much fun and so satisfying when you can actually pull it off correctly. But I appreciate anyone and everyone stopping by on the stream. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe. If you could hit those likes to make up for the stream that I had already had going and then it crashed on me, that'd mean a lot. Just helps get me out in that YouTube algorithm and whatnot. Alright, alright, sick, we got it. Alright. Now it gets really tricky from here on, because if I go into photo mode with the free cam, you can see you come up over this next knuckle, but then it drops off pretty steep on the next few drops. It has this big knuckle you have to come over, drops off steep, and then it has a few other steep drop-offs on the other side. But then it'll bring you right back over to the other side of the bridge over here. But that part we just got past right there is a lot better than I did last time. I just hit this left side over here, which has a much more steep incline and actually almost starts to come back, so it makes sense. It bounces the vehicle backwards. So you have to come up on this right side and then proceed just slowly and cautiously the rest of the way. Like getting past this next one is okay, but then you come down to that plateau and the next drop off after that is where you can easily roll your vehicle accidentally. But I mean really anywhere on this climb over the arch here, you can roll your vehicle accidentally without even trying to. Alright, there we go. Okay. Much further than I made it the first time. But right down here, there's a couple steep little drop-offs that are a little bit tough to navigate. You can easily just accidentally roll your vehicle without even trying. But just have to try to be a little cautious, but then you just have to commit and go, in a way. Nice, there we go, commit, go. Yeah, alright, made it. Shit. Technically I made it, but I still fucking rolled my vehicle. Oh well. I count that as a win. At least I made it. Let's try going the other way with the truggy just because I have it over here. But that is hilarious. Just pull that back on all fours just because, and it'll be available if I need it, but I'm going to try and crawl the other way just because I don't think I've ever actually tried to go this way, up and over. Alright. Okay. Wow. All right. Yeah, this 2022 Truggy is a really, really great crawler. And it uses almost no RAM whatsoever. It's just awesome to have as an available scout. Nice. Okay, made it all the way across. Hell yeah. That's just what I do. I get it all the way across and then I roll over. Well, I guess that could have been worse. Sometimes you just go with the flow and it works out. Let's try going back the other way since I made it across. See, if the HADES TTC had only front wheel steering and grip like this thing does, it would be so much better. Oh yeah, this thing is ridiculous. The grip this has makes you actually confident where you're driving. Or some of the other vehicles and a lot of the vanilla vehicles, they just have no grip on rocks, so it just feels like it's skating around on ice. Nice. Yeah, this thing actually makes it feel almost too easy compared to what I was driving earlier, trying to get across this. There we go. That time I didn't roll over when I got to the other side. Oh, man. Alright, let's jump to the other vehicles I have set up on the map. Up at the top of the hill, I have 4 of the vehicles I have activated set up, and there's a trail that goes right along this ridge line that I really enjoy. So let's jump into these and have some fun. So I got another 2022 Truggy. I got the RTI's TUZ 166. I have another FD 69, and I have one of the what is it? The HADES TTC truck there. Let's start with the Truggy. Or the RTI's TTC. Just because I really love this thing. It just looks so unique. It's one of the coolest tweak mods of a base game vehicle I've seen. And it's a great crawler now that he's updated it and moved the center of gravity down. But this trail's really fun. Yeah, this thing is awesome. Such a great little crawler. It's weird, but I like it. I'd love to see other base game vehicles made into these kind of extreme crawler versions of it. Just really unique in a way. I want to stay to the left here. The right side gets so deep and swampy. Hey there, Christian. You're asking if I remember the Above All. Oh yeah, that's a fun mega mud truck. Took that around on, I think it was the Bog Remastered, and has some crazy fun with that thing. Just throw it in high gear and letting it fucking just go insane. It's so weird how fast those things can go. I'm not used to vehicles going that fast in this game. Yep, these are all free mods, Blue Skidoo. These are mods available on PlayStation and Xbox. All you have to do is go to the mod browser in the main menu and subscribe to them. This is a modded version of the TUZ 166 from the base game. So some mod creators will take and make mods of the game's vehicles that are provided to us, and then make them better or unique in different ways. Like this one is a heavily modified version of the TUZ 166, where some people will just like put different engines or attachments and stuff. But this one is actually fully modified and given a, you know, exoskeleton and all this other crazy stuff. And then there are fully custom mods, like some of the other ones that I have set up on the stream here, that are fully unique vehicles that are not available in the base game, but they are available for free to download. On PC, they do have paid mods that are just like unique and custom vehicles that the mod creators have available for purchase or subscription and donations and stuff like that. But we don't have anything like that on console. On console, we just have all the mods available via the mod browser menu, right located in the main menu there. Yeah, this thing is a great little crawler, as long as you can keep it on all four wheels. It is easy to roll over, but this thing is fun. And now we're getting to the part of the trail that I really love and enjoy. Like, this is one of my favorite parts of this map by far. By far. Is this section of trail here. It's just a really fun ridge. Yeah, this little thing is awesome. Such a great and unique mod. Like, I haven't seen any other vehicle from the base game turned into something like this. Like, I'd love to see an entire series of base game scout vehicles that are turned into crawlers like this. That'd be so much fun to see. But yeah, TnB Trails, if you haven't played this map before, it is so worth it. Woo! Oh man, she almost rolled over there. I doubt I'm going to be able to get through this whole trail with this vehicle, but that's why I got 3 other ones set up at the trailhead, so if I roll this one over, I can just start over and try again with one of the other ones. This section right here gets really steep going downhill. Keep getting high centered on these rocks. Oh, don't roll, don't roll, don't roll. Oh god. Okay. And now this part right here is really tricky to navigate. I try to stay to the left, but it's so tough to get your vehicle in the right position and not have it go ass over tea kettle when you come up over this little drop here. Kind of just have to hope and pray going over this part right here. Yeah, I'm trying to go more to the left, but I can't. So I'm just going to try and go over it and hope I don't roll over. And that's what I was talking about. Straight over, ass over tea kettle. But, hey, we landed on all fours, so we're good. Keep it rolling. Not the way I wanted it to go, but that part is just so tricky. Oh, there it is. Yep. Just that little bump. God dang it. Alright. Come on now. That was a bad idea. Come on, little guy. You can do this. What the heck? I'm getting just high-centered on all these rocks. Come on. Alright. Good God, that was a lot more difficult than it needed to be. And apparently it just has no traction. Alright. Well, I just prolonged the inevitable, but I knew this thing wasn't going to be able to get through that trail. It's a great crawler, but that is kind of the outcome I expected. Let's go with the HADES. Alright, let's get some redemption with this HADES. I want to see this thing get through the whole trail. This is one of the other body types. If you saw me earlier in the stream driving it, it had no body shell on it. But this does have 4 different body options where there's no body or 3 other different body styles. Similar to like the Risky's Powerhouse, if you're familiar with that mod. completely different experience than the last vehicle. So crazy with the four-wheel steering. How's the interior on this? It's good. Oh yeah, it's a nice interior. I wouldn't want to drive a trail like this with an interior view, but little fake GPS on the front. This is what this thing's meant for. Not just pure rock climbing. Like nice trail riding like this. This thing's awesome. Such a beautiful mod. Come on. Find the grip. Yeah, rocks are this thing's nemesis. And I still just wish it wasn't four-wheel steer. Or at least had the option to not be four-wheel steer. Here we go, now we're up to the really fun section of this trail. Go. Just slow and steady. That's where the four-wheel steer comes in handy. Able to make these turns a little bit more nimble than I was able to in the TUZ 166 when I came through here the first time. Go. Easy. Just easy. There we go. Oh yeah. That worked out way better than last time. It really is the grip on the rocks that ruins it. Like it just does not have the grip it should. Like if this just had the grip on the rocks that the FD69 and the Truggy have, this thing would be 1,000 times better. But as soon as it touches a rock, it's like it's driving on ice. It just gets high centered and then just has nothing. Come on. Like what the why does it not have grip right there? A vehicle like this should have grip right there. And it just floats around and skates around, and then the four-wheel steering just makes it move completely idiotically. Alright, let's try this again. I'm gonna try and stay up to the left this time, I guess. Alright. Come on now. So I mean, it has no. Why does it have no grip? Absolutely no grip. Absolutely no grip. Like it is just shameful. God, it makes it so not fun to drive. This thing is so frustrating. Like there's so much potential, but it is just completely lost on the fact that it just has no grip whatsoever. And then the four-wheel steering just makes it impossible to control. Like I like it, but there's just a little bit too much that I don't like about it that I'll probably never use this thing after this stream. No grip. Zero grip. There's no reason it shouldn't have grip right here. It's like driving on icicles. No grip. Absolutely nothing. Like, yes, they're big rocks, but come on. Unreal. Like, for real. I'm not trying to make this look difficult, but this vehicle's making it look way, way more tough than it needs to be. Well, at least I made it this far. God, this four-wheel steering is the worst. Like, what is that? Why the fuck did it do that? The grip on this fucking truck is absolutely abysmal. It's making it zero fun to drive. Why is it sliding so much? Just bounces and slides across the map. It's like it isn't even touching the ground. It just floats everywhere. It has grip on all four tires. All four tires are touching. Yes, I'm trying to go over a big rock, but it should be able to get over it. Like, with a mod like this, you have to have tire grip, and it is just non-existent with this thing. It seriously feels like I'm driving on ice everywhere. Ugh. Oh my god. Yeah, the absolute and complete lack of grip with the tires has completely ruined this vehicle for me. I want to love this, but this thing sucks in its current state and form. I really don't like it at all. I want to love it, but I just can't have fun with this thing at all. It is not fun to drive. And all it would take is adding a little bit of tire grip and ideally the option to not have four-wheel steering. But this thing is just not fun whatsoever for me right now. Like, it's getting through it, but this thing is an absolute chore to drive. And it's just not fun. It's not enjoyable. Just the absolute sheer lack of grip makes it way, way more difficult than it needs to be. And somehow it made it all the way through. Here we go, this is the end of the trail. I actually made it all the way through it, even though I bitched and moaned the entire way. Like, I really like this mod, but my god, the lack of tire grip makes it so unenjoyable. But I made it all the way through. I'm actually kind of impressed. Like, it did do better than I expected, but my god, that was frustrating. Can I guess which truck you're bringing on to RockRunner's Mud Park when it gets released? Maybe Above All. Maybe a bunch of the other BBS Customs mods that you like so much. Some other mud trucks, maybe the Insanity Crawler, something like that. Let's bring Old Faithful through here. Got the FD69 TTC. Let's take this thing down that trail. Yeah, sorry for all the complaints during that. Like, I did enjoy it, and I am impressed that it made it all the way through the trail. But that was just exceptionally painful. And hopefully that'll be able to be noticed by how much easier the FD69 makes this look. I appreciate anyone and everyone stopping by the stream. It did crash on me. I was going for like an hour and a half, and then when I loaded back in after showing some folks some stuff in the mod browser, my PlayStation crashed. So if you could be so kind and hit that like and subscribe if you've not done so already, that would really help my channel out. I'm trying to put more content out there if I can. Just don't have a lot of free time, unfortunately. But happy anytime and every time I get to do a stream and anyone comes and hangs out. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Hope you're having a good weekend and get a chance to play some SnowRunner yourself. Yeah, this FD69 TTC from Invalid Redneck, it's one of the oldest console mods out there, and it's still one of the best in my opinion. I just love this thing to death. Just a perfect all-around crawler. I absolutely love this thing. Looks beautiful and performs exactly the way you want it to. It does have its limitations, but it's still a really great and well-rounded mod. And doesn't use too much console mod RAM memory, so you can activate it with a whole bunch of other mods like I have currently. But I've been subscribed to this thing forever, and I will stay subscribed to this thing forever. You can just see how much easier it's making this look already. I got through that part like nothing. Now we're already back up to the technical part of the trail. Now we just need to slow it down, just have fun. Yeah, if you haven't tried this thing out before, highly, highly recommend this mod. The IR FD69 TTC from Invalid Redneck. Hanging out here on TnB Trails by Pixel Monkey. He has a winter version of this map, you know, covered in snow, and that'll be available on PC currently. And earlier in my last stream, he was hanging out and said he's going to upload the console version. He reworked the texture packs and took off the PC versions and actually made the console version, and we'll be submitting it for console approval. And so that'll be coming here to consoles hopefully in the next coming week or two. And we'll have a winter version of this amazing, amazing map. I'll definitely be doing a stream on that when that gets released. Still have to be very careful on this part of the map. I found staying to the left side right here is a little bit easier to get down. If we go in photo mode, you can see it's basically a sheer straight drop off right here. And it's a little bit tough to navigate. If you stay on the right side, it's a little bit steeper, so you tend to roll over. But I found if you come over to this side and kind of play the rocks to your advantage without getting too far to the left, you can usually not roll, but for the most part, most times when I go over this, you end up having the back end of the truck come flipping over the top, so hopefully that doesn't happen this time. I just love also that we have photo mode now. This game really has come a long way since launch. Yeah, let's try and get over this carefully and see if we can not crash this time. Woo! There we go. I mean, this right here, like, just climbing up and over these rocks, I actually have enough grip to climb up and over the rocks. And if you were watching the stream a little while ago with the HADES, it has zero grip on the rocks, and it just floats around like it's on ice. Like, this is actually, I'm pointing it where I want to go, and it's going there. Where the other vehicle is just floating around. Almost like it's not even touching the ground and just hovering. It just, I don't know, it makes it way less fun. Like, this is so much fun, and I'm just doing the same thing I just did with another vehicle, but this time it's just so much more fun because the vehicle's actually doing what I want. Like, I'm making mistakes like a dummy, like what I'm doing right now, but still doing what I want. Bounced up on the rock there. Alright, this is where it gets a little tricky. Just have to be careful. Stay to the left, left. Woo! Man. There we go. Left. There we go. See, it actually is doing what I want, and it's going where I want, and that is so crucial when you're doing trails and stuff like this. Like, if your vehicle isn't going where you want, when you want, it makes it so much more difficult and so much more frustrating. But this is just fun. This is just so much fun. This is why I love these maps, and now I just know what vehicle to use. Like, I love that HADES, but it is just really hard to drive. And it makes it so much more frustrating than it needs to be. But this FD69 from Invalid Redneck is the best, man. I highly recommend this mod to everyone. This should be something that every single person on consoles and PC are subscribed to, man. It is just that good in every way. It looks beautiful and performs the way you want. Legitimately one of the best mods out there. Come on now, just take it easy. Easy. Woo! Thought I was gonna go over right there. Still so high up here. Go. Just gotta stay clean through here. There we go. Go, and we made it. So much smoother and way more fun than it was, honestly. And no hate to the HADES. The HADES is good, and it got through it. I had to use the winch a lot more. I rolled over a couple times, but I saved it. But the FD69 TTC is just where it's at, man. Just such a good mod. Such an amazing crawler. But if you just give that HADES TTC a little bit more grip on the rocks, oh my god, it'll just be so much better. I'm having too much fun with the FD69, so I'm just going to continue riding in this. Oh yeah, this corner. This corner is a nightmare. Oh, haha, stalled it. Yeah, that corner is a bitch. Actually, I got some other vehicles set up over here at the sand dunes. Let's have some fun in the sand dunes. Now, this is not the fastest vehicle, but it'll have some fun out here, I think. Yeah, the thing really does just like float around. If you gave this thing more grip, it would just be so much better. Let's see if it'll do the steep hill climb. No, it can do the regular hill climb, but we'll see if it can do the steep one. That'll really show if this thing has a grip issue or not. I don't think it's going to be able to do it. See, it just doesn't have the grip. And a vehicle like this should be able to go up this no problem. Yeah, the grip on this thing is abysmal. It's almost shameful. For a mod of this quality, like it shouldn't be that little grip. That is just silly. This side isn't too steep. The thing really does just float around, and the four-wheel steering just makes it so hard to control. Refuel. Repair. I'm not sure if they'll have a year 3 pass. That's a big maybe. If I had to guess, I'd probably say no. But that would be cool if they did a year 3 pass, Christian. Oh, that's what you use to tune most of your trails? Damn it, that's what I get for looking at the chat. Probably the FD69. Sorry, I was zoned out playing. It makes sense. It's such a well-rounded mod. I'd use this to do all the testing and whatnot too. It's just so enjoyable to drive, just everything about it. Oh yeah, you got the year 2 pass there, Christian. Yeah, it's so worth it. Apparently the next DLC is going to be like competitive play based and might even bring in some different form of multiplayer. So it's exciting to see what they're still doing to advance this game, but yeah, I'm not sure if they'll do a year 3. I would hope they do a year, just complete year 2, and then maybe start working on the sequel. Because there's so much potential here. They're still really just scratching the surface of what a game like this can be. There's so much more that they could do. Let's see if this one can do the super steep hill climb. I do not have faith that this is going to be able to do it. Yeah, this thing's too vanilla. Nope, not happening. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Yeah, there should be some of that in the next DLC. Season 7 is supposed to be dedicated to like competitive play and like trials and like skill-based driving, and less focused on the cargo aspect of everything. That's what I get for trying to read the chat while driving. Whatever. This thing apparently just doesn't want to do the crawl at all, so it just dies. Now this will definitely be able to do it. It's so funny hearing the chains rattling when you're on sand. Oh, come on. These angles, man. They get you. Come on. I just want to get these up on top of the hill and then roll them all in. Oh, there goes the suspension. This should be able to do the steep hill climb with ease. And it just shows. Right? There's so many people that spend so much time here in the sand dunes. It's just such a unique and different change in pace to the gameplay that we're used to having in SnowRunner. And actually being able to take vehicles around and jump around and catch air and stuff like that is just such a different and unique feel compared to what we're used to with SnowRunner. So I think that might be part of why people gravitate towards it. I mean, you can see the OP tire grip just makes it so much different, where the other two vehicles I tried to bring up this struggled, and this thing is just, it shifted all the way up into 4th gear and automatic going up it. But that just goes to show how kind of overpowered the Truggy 2022 is. But yeah, this big roll into the sand dunes and just being able to take vehicles and launch them into the stratosphere is just so satisfying. Still got the FD69 here. This should be able to do the steep hill climb also. Maybe not. This is always where it is the make or break part, is where it gets really steep right here. Yeah, I guess not. Well, oh well. Haha, shit. Oh, don't. Oh, nice. Thank God. Now I'll be able to just get up this one, and then we'll launch all these vehicles off the incline. See which one will go the furthest. Go, easy peasy. The Truggy and the FD69 will be no issue bringing down this incline here, but these two Hades, they're going to be the tough ones. So I'm going to send those first and see how far we can get. The trick is to put it in neutral once you start to roll in, because you'll go way faster than if you keep the vehicle in automatic. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, messed that up, but still pretty good. Oh shit, see, way more air than you'd ever get in automatic. Oh, hey, but landed on all fours. Could still drive away from it. That's hilarious. Let's try the other Hades. Yeah, the engine, the way that the automatic gearbox is and the way the vehicles drive in this game is just really limited, it feels like. Alright, let's try it again. Throw it in neutral and try to keep it on a straight line. Oh shit, see that all-wheel steering just ruins it. It makes it so hard to drive. I fucking really wish there was an option to not have four-wheel steering on this thing. It just ruins this amazing mod. Ah, god damn it. All that thing needs is a little bit more tire grip and an option to not have all-wheel steering. And it'd be fucking perfect. Oh damn, that was one of my further ones I've gotten. This sand dune I just landed on is the furthest I've made it. I've made it down and dropped into it before, but I've never actually gotten all the way across, but that was a really far one. Like you can see how much further I made it than the other ones. But yeah, this one here, I've made it into it once before. But it requires like an almost perfect shot into it. We got the FD69. We'll try it one more time. Alright, automatic, and then drop it into neutral. Try and go as far as you can. Oof. That's the only problem. If you have a softer suspension, it can bottom out. Oof, and then it won't go nearly as far. And it's alive. I just love all the different trails on this map. It never gets boring and it never gets old. Because you can always just bring a different vehicle to the same trail and just see how they perform next to each other. Or bring the same vehicle around to all the different trails and do them over and over. Whatever your proclivity is. Just, this map never gets old and it never gets boring. You can be having fun in the sand dunes 1 minute and then be in a completely different section of the map doing technical trail climbing the next. Just hours upon hours of fun. It just never gets bored. Never gets boring. God, it's just so much fun. Dead end. And the trails just go on and on for miles, and they interconnect with each other. Oh, it is the best. I mean, how can you be upset on a map like this, driving a vehicle like this? Oh yeah, there is a cave. You want to see it, Christian? I can show you that right now. I should still actually have a vehicle right there where I left it. There's a cave right up here, and I drove through it earlier. It's located at the top of this mountain here, but I can drive back through it and I'll just go down it this time. But there's a cave on this map here, TnB Trails. Just gotta climb to the top of the hill here. Again, like I said, it's not too far from the garage. The garage is right here on TnB Trails. And at the top of this mountain, I climbed up this trail through over here, and then up these switchbacks. And then the bottom of the cave is right here, and where my vehicle currently is at the top of it. And you drive right through it. You just take your time crawling down. Try not to roll over. Such a cool and unique feature. I was saying earlier when I drove through it, it's something I'd always wanted to see in these games, and just we never got a chance to have it from the base game. But creative mod creators like Pixel Monkey here actually made it a real thing, and it's something we get to enjoy. There are a couple other different mod maps that have other tunnels also, but this was the first one I ever saw, especially on consoles. There we go. And that's the cave tunnel here on TnB Trails. So much fun. Oh, it's so easy to miss because there's just so many layers to the onion with this map. And I'll drive back up it just so you can see what that's like. But it's so easy to miss things on this map because there's just so much to it, and there's so many things to the map that make it so just complicated and in depth that it's easy to miss. But it is so much fun to crawl through and bring other, just like with everything, you bring a whole bunch of different vehicles up to a certain area and see how different ones handle it, which ones can do it, which ones can't. But you should definitely go and check this out next time you're on this map, Christian. It's really fun to try and get to for one, and then to actually do the tunnel yourself is even more fun and satisfying once you get to do it also. But it has a nice mellow road that you can follow that brings you back around to the top of the hill, or there are more technical trails that you can take to get up here. Like if you cut off to the left right here where this where this fuel trailer is, there's as you can see, the scenic overlook as that sign points. And there's like technical trails you can take that climb up this hillside, or you can follow this mellow road all the way down this ridge line and then all the way back to this dirt road. And you can take that and get all the way up here to the cave, or you can take a more direct route and actually do the hill climbs, and then you get up on that section there. Again, it's just to the right of the garage, and then right up here where there's a watchtower at the top of it. But yeah, it's super, super fun. Alright, but that's where I'm going to call it for a day, folks. Thanks for hanging out. Definitely go check out this map and use these mods I was using today. And I'll catch you guys the next time. Thanks for hanging out, and hit that like and subscribe. Have a great day.